The man suspected of shooting dead 9 people at an African American church in Charleston should face the death penalty if convicted, South Carolina's governor has said. "We will absolutely want him to have the death penalty," Nikki Haley told NBC television. Suspect Dylann Roof, 21, is due to make his first court appearance on Friday. He was arrested on Thursday more than 200 miles away in North Carolina and flown back to South Carolina. Police are treating the killings at the Emanuel AME Church on Wednesday evening as a hate crime. Prayer vigils have been held in churches in Charleston and across the U.S. for the 6 women and 3 men who died. "We already forgive him for what he's done," said her son, Chris. "And there's nothing but love from our side of the family. Love is stronger than hate." Churches in Charleston were full to overflowing on Thursday evening as prayer services were held. Some services were held outdoors. Hundreds gathered outside the Emanuel AME Church to pay tribute. Governor Haley told NBC's Today Show that South Carolina had been hurt by the deaths of 9 innocent people. She said she wanted the suspect tried on state charges in South Carolina rather than federal charges. Mr. Roof is due to appear in court via video link for a bail hearing on Friday. He is being held at a detention center in the Charleston area, the county sheriff's office said. He was detained on Thursday after police acting on a tip-off stopped his car in Shelby, North Carolina. Police had earlier released CCTV images of the suspect and the dark saloon car he had driven away in. Mr. Roof's social media presence suggests he was interested in white supremacy. His Facebook profile page shows a picture of him wearing a jacket with flag patches from apartheid-era South Africa and Rhodesia, the name of Zimbabwe during the era of white minority rule. He also had a Confederate flag plate on his car. Dalton Tyler, who said he was a friend of Mr. Roof, told ABC News the suspect had spoken in support of racial segregation and had said he wanted to start a civil war. It emerged on Thursday that the gunman had sat in a Bible study group at the church for nearly an hour before launching his attack. The suspect entered the group and was accepted by them, as they believed that he wanted to join them in this Bible study, Charleston County Coroner Ray Wilson said. She said he then became very aggressive and violent. 8 people died at the scene and 1 person died later in hospital. There were 3 survivors. The victims were named as Pastor Clementa Pinkney, 41, Cynthia Hurd, 54, Tiwanza Sanders, 26, Ms. Singleton, 45, Myra Thompson, 59, Ethel Lance, 70, Susie Jackson, 87, the Rev. Daniel Simmons Sr., 74, and a pain doctor. Cynthia Taylor, a niece of Ms. Jackson, said she had spoken to a survivor, Felicia Sanders, who said she had played dead as she lay on top of her granddaughter to protect her. U.S. President Barack Obama said the killings again raised the issue of U.S. gun ownership, saying, "At some point, we as a country have to reckon with the fact that this type of massacre does not happen in other advanced countries." The Emanuel Church is the oldest African Methodist Episcopal, AME, church in the U.S. South. Civil rights leader Martin Luther King gave a speech there in April 1962. Tensions have been heightened since the shooting 2 months ago of Walter Scott, an unarmed black man by a white police officer in North Charleston, which prompted angry protests. The officer has since been charged with murder.